The next community day is a 2-day event for Eevee with Shiny Boost, a bunch of bonuses. Let me break down the whole event for you guys. So this event is going to be Saturday, July 5th and Sunday, July 6th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time on each day. We'll have the event bonuses of Eevee spawning everywhere in the wild with a shiny rate of 1 in 25 during that time, quarter egg hatch distance, 3-hour instances, and lure module duration, not including golden lures and not including daily incense, as well as 5 snapshots you can take on each day for 5 extra encounters with Eevee. Now, normally to evolve Eevee, it's a bit annoying, but this event comes with some bonuses to make it easier. Specifically available until Saturday, July 12th, 10 p.m. You can evolve Eevee into Espeon by making your buddy and only exploring 1 kilometer and then evolving it during daytime. You can then evolve Eevee into Umbreon by making your buddy walking only 1 kilometer and then evolving it during nighttime. And you can evolve Eevee into Sylveon by making your buddy and getting 7 buddy hearts. Normally these evolutions are tougher to make, but a little easier during this event, which is nice. Now we'll have exclusive field research tasks during the event, with the tasks usually catch 3 Pokemon, rewarding you with Pokeballs, berries, or encounters with Eevee, as well as rare tasks during the event to get you Eevees with the special Delightful Days Community Day background. These tasks will be complete a party challenge, trade a Pokemon, or win a level 5 or higher raid. There'll also be a Community Day Classic continued timed research that usually takes place over the next days after Community Day, in which you'll need to catch a Pokemon on 5 different days to complete, getting you an encounter with the Delightful Days special background Eevee. There'll also be, of course, the Community Day ticketed timed research you can buy for $2 USD in the in-game shop. This research includes premium items, encounters with Eevees, raid passes, rare XL candy, and more. And 3 of those Eevee encounters do have the special Delightful Days background. You can purchase it in the in-game shop, or you can purchase it via the web store, where you do get 2 silver pineapple berries for free. So buy it in the web shop. If you're going to buy it, you get free stuff. Now, a lot of people ask, how do you evolve Eevee into the 8 Eeveelutions in Pokemon Go? Well, the simplest way, if you've never done one of these evolutions, is to use the one-time nicknaming trick. Eevee is a special Pokemon because if you nickname it a certain thing, it can evolve into a specific Eeveelution, but this only works 1 time ever per each person's account. Name your Eevee Rainer and it will evolve automatically into a Vaporeon. Name your Eevee Sparky, it'll evolve into Jolteon. Pyro will evolve into Flareon. Sakura will evolve into Espeon. Tameo will evolve into Umbreon. Linnea for Leafeon. Ray for Glaceon, and Kira for Sylveon. Now, if you've already used this name trick, how do you evolve Eevee? Well, first of all, if you just use 25 candies on an Eevee, it'll randomly evolve into Jolteon, Vaporeon, or Flareon. There's no way to choose which Eeveelution you get. Once you've used the name trick, it's random for those 3. However, if you want to evolve your Eevee into Espeon, you need to make it your buddy and normally explore 10 kilometers, but during this event, explore 1 kilometer with it as your buddy and then evolve it during the daytime. Pro tip, if you want to make it daytime and it's nighttime, you can use the Sun Steel Strike Adventure effect from Duskmane Necrozma, and that will allow you to automatically evolve your Eevee into Espeon and make it daytime. Do, however, make sure that the sprite shows Espeon. That's how you guarantee you've done all the steps right. Now, to evolve Eevee into Umbreon, it's the same thing. Normally, you need to walk 10 kilometers with it as your buddy during this event, 1 kilometer. Evolve it during nighttime. Again, you can use Moongeist Beam from Dawnwing's Necrozma to go ahead and turn it into nighttime and make this evolution at any point in the day. To evolve Eevee into Leafeon, you just need to be near a mossy lure. Again, make sure that sprite is there to make sure you're near. And Eevee into Glaceon, you just need to be near a glacial lure. Finally, to evolve Eevee into Sylveon, normally you need to get, I think it's like 30 hearts with it as your buddy. During this event, 7 hearts with it as your buddy, and then you can evolve into Sylveon very easy. Now, once you do make these evolutions until Saturday, July 12th at 10 p.m., you're going to be getting exclusive legacy moves on all of the Eeveelutions, and even a special legacy move on Eevees you catch during the event or hatch. So Eevees caught or hatched your event will know Last Resort. Vaporeons evolved will know Scald. Jolteon will know Zap Cannon. Flareon will know Superpower. Espeon will know Shadow Ball. Umbreon will know Psychic. Leafeon will know Bullet Seed. Glaceon will know Water Pulse, and Sylveon will know Psyshock. Again, these are legacy exclusive moves for these Eeveelutions, so try to make these evolutions before July 12th. But that begs the question, are any Eeveelutions actually good in terms of meta relevance, or are these things just cute? Well, starting off, Jolteon, Flareon, Leafeon, we can throw those out the window. Those Pokemon are not good in Pokemon Go. Vaporeon ranked 135 in the Master League. Not amazing, definitely compared to other things, but you could make it work. For beginner players, Espeon is a decent Psychic type attacker, being the number 23 Psychic type attacker in Pokemon Go. Umbreon, although got nerfed, used to be really good in Great League and Ultra League. Now it's ranked 208 in the Great League, 178 in the Ultra League. With potential buffs, it could come back up there because it is a tanky Pokemon. Glaceon is also going to be the number 11 Ice type attacker in Pokemon Go, not bad. And Sylveon ranked number 9 as a Fairy type attacker in Pokemon Go, ranked 152 in the Master League as well. A pretty cheap raid attacker to get for the Fairy type. Eevee also does have a Gigantamax variant in the future, which won't be very good at all, but if you want to get candies for it so you can power it up, you know, go for it. It's just, I think it's kind of a meme Gmax, to be honest. Now, if you've never played an Eevee Calm Day, really Eevee is a common and spawn, and you don't really want to be catching them. So here are the best tips to follow to grind the most amount of Eevee candy so you never have to catch one after this event again. First of all, use pineapple berries on any of the Eevees. Regular pineapple berries will multiply catch candy by 2 and silvers by 2.34, as well making it easier to catch Pokemon. Also, Eevee is a normal type Pokemon, so be sure to Mega Evolve a normal type Mega during this event. Having a Mega active will get you more candy, XP, and XL candy for catching Pokemon of the same type. The normal Megas in Pokemon GO include Mega Pidgeot, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Lopunny, or Mega Audino. Remember to trade Pokemon. Every time you trade away a Pokemon, you'll get 1 candy, but if the distance between where those 2 Pokemon were caught is over 100 kilometers, you get 3 regular candies and a guaranteed XL candy, making it a good way to grind Eevee candies. Also, every time you trade away a Pokemon, the IVs will re-roll, meaning there's a chance you get a Hundo Eevee from receiving them from trade. On top of that, currently is the 9th anniversary event with the bonus of increased chance to get lucky Pokemon from trades. Lucky Pokemon are going to be half the amount of stars to power up and have an IV floor of 12, 12, 12, meaning a high chance to be a Hundo. So during this event, if you want to get a Hundo Eevee, go ahead and trade them right after Calm Day because you could end up getting some high IV Eevees. Finally, remember to transfer Pokemon. Specifically on July 22nd from 6 to 7 p.m. is Jigglypuff Spotlight Hour. If you have the storage, you can hold on to the Eevees and then transfer them during Jigglypuff Spotlight Hour to get 2 candies instead of 1 every time you transfer an Eevee. 9035 Platinum Medals go from level 48 to 49 Pokemon GO. Which one should work on during the event? First of all, if you haven't completed the School Kid medal, not sure if there's anyone who hasn't, catch Eevees to work on this medal. Now remember, if you catch an extra small or an extra large Eevee, you can actually evolve that to get an extra point towards these medals, because technically an evolve counts as a different Pokemon. So you can work on your tiny Pokemon collector and your jumbo Pokemon collector medal. Remember to also take your Eevee snapshots both days. That's 10 total snapshots towards your cameraman medal. We do have 3-hour lure modules, so if you can be the first person to drop down lures in your local play area, people are going to catch Eevees off your lures, helping you work on your picnicker medal. Remember to, of course, drop into showcases, try to win the showcase star medal, win 100 Pokestop showcases. This does get you an encounter with the rare PhD Pikachu at the end as well. Finally, we'll talk about this a bit more, but attend a community ambassador meetup to work on your community member medal. Check in at a community ambassador meetup on 100 different days. Couple perks on why you really want to do this. Now, during Eevee Calm Day, remember to go ahead and use the quick catch technique. The quick catch technique allows you to skip the catching animation so you can catch Pokemon quicker. The more Eevees you can catch, the higher Stardust, XP, more Eevees you'll catch and good IV Eevees you'll catch, etc. You can also combo this with the Spatial Rend Adventure effect from Palkia, which costs Stardust and Palkia candies, but it's going to double your spawn distance from 40 to 80 meters. The more Eevees you can see, the more you can catch. And this is what the pros players use during events like this if you want to catch high volumes of Pokemon. Remember to also set a buddy that's at least the Great Buddy level. So if you end up hitting an Eevee when it's attacking you, the Great Buddy can use the Buddy bounce back sometimes, saving you that Pokeball. Remember to also go into your advanced settings and download all assets. So it'll download all the assets to your game phone, as well as turn off native refresh rate. This will overall just make your gameplay experience much smoother because it's using less internet and using your phone's native frame rate. Now with the bonus of quarter egg hatch distance during this event, this is a great time to grind Stardust through the 12 kilometer egg method, a method popularized by the Trainer Club where you collect 12 kilometer eggs and you hatch them all at the same time. It can get you around 100,000 Stardust from just hatching all these eggs on a star piece. It can even get you a lot of XP as well. The strategy goes in which you want to go ahead and collect 12 kilometer eggs before the event, go and incubate them all at the same time. With the bonus of quarter egg hatch distance, you'll need to walk 3 kilometers, and you can even make that less with a super incubator or at a community ambassador meetup. But nonetheless, hatching all these eggs, once they're right about to hatch, activate a star piece and you'll be boosting your Stardust from each hatch from 3,200 to 6,400 up to 4,800 to 9,600 Stardust per hatch. Huge gains to be made if you have the money or patience for that. Now remember to drop into showcases, and this is just a tip for all the time because it can get you premium items, and specifically during this event, you might need Mossy lures or Glacial lures to make evolutions into Glaceon and Leafeon. If you place in the top 3 for a Pokestop showcase, you can go ahead and get a bunch of premium items, Lucky Egg star pieces, and lures. So always be trying to do that, and if there's people around you, see if people have lures and they can drop them down so everybody can kind of plan and make those evolutions when they want. Additional Mossy lures can spawn apples, which could be good to get Applins if you do not have Applin yet, and Diplin and all that stuff in Pokemon GO. Now during this event, and honestly any event, party play is a game changer and people still sleep on it, because if you're in a party and you share items through a party, you get double the amount of bonuses. For example, I'm in a party with 4 people and I share a Lucky Egg. Everybody gets 15 minutes of Lucky Egg. If I use it on myself, 30 minutes total. That is double the amount of Lucky Egg you would normally get. So for the price of 4 Lucky Eggs, if everybody in a party uses 4 Lucky Eggs, everybody gets 4 hours of Lucky Egg. For example, same thing for Star Piece, everyone gets 4 hours of Star Piece, doubling the effectiveness of your items. But being in a party is not only good for that reason, because if you you attend a community ambassador meetup by going on Campfire, sorting by the meetups, and looking for the ones hosted by a community ambassador. If you attend those meetups and you check in at those meetups, you will get a free timed research. And during this event, this timed research for Community Day will get you 1 incense, 1 star piece, and 1 lucky egg. Very nice, right? But then also, if you're in a party checked in at a community ambassador meetup, you're gonna get reduced egg hatch distance of 25% more. And yes, this does stack. So during this event, you can go ahead and get just literally almost 0 kilometer egg distance for the 2 kilometer eggs. If you attend a community ambassador meetup, check in a party, use super incubators if you have them, you can just hatch eggs like Godspeed. This is a 2-day event as well, so you can do this on both days. So you can get that timed research twice, getting just a bunch of free items, right? Now, if there's one reason you're gonna play this event, remember it's to have fun. If you don't wanna play it, don't play it. But this is actually the perfect chance to complete your Eeveelution Pokédex and Shiny Dex. A lot of people love the Pokédex update where you can see how many shinies, luckies, all that stuff. This is the one time you're gonna be able to get a bunch of shiny Eevees, all the shiny Eeveelutions, complete your Pokédex for that. You can even get extra larges, extra smalls, luckies, all that stuff. Good luck completing your Eeveelution Shiny Dex. Watch these other 2 videos on screen if you enjoyed this one. Catch you all next one. Follow for more tips, everybody. Peace.